Hello, this is Fuel the Soul, and I'm here with your reading for Libra, second half of April. And I've already pre-shuffled these cards. What I'm going to do is break them up and pull. Libra. First card, Three of Cups. Next card, Wheel, the Wheel of Fortune. And Judgment. Okay, great cards for Libra. Let's see. This is going to be kind of how you're feeling, your emotional state, some of your mental. Three of Cups. Good times, good vibration, good energy. It looks as if Libra has found some kind of unity, a trio of sorts. And it might be like the mind, the body, and the soul kind of coming together. And you feeling whole again, feeling the circle, feeling like rejuvenated again. So maybe something has happened that allowed you to find like this comfort. So this Three of Cups, yes, it could be your mind, body, and soul, but this could also be friendship that provide some kind of comfort. This could be friendships, and it's connection, and they provide this feeling for you, Libra, and it makes you feel almost like you're on top, just like this card. It's really nice, because you want to feel in control of your feelings and your emotions, and in April, that's what's happening. These are great cards. The Wheel is the Wheel of Fortune. Here we see that this person feels like on top, almost on top of the world. It's kind of like they're in control. They're on their tippy toe, on their toes, when they're on the wheel. And if you notice, there's a few wheels. They might even be in movement. And still this person is able to manage and balance themselves. So, April is a good time, a good second half to enjoy friendships, to love yourself, to feel like the efforts you have made are beginning to pay off. Maybe they paid off other months too, don't get me wrong. But in April, you feel another swirl of that energy. Here's the swirl right there. It's like another swirl. So you're another wave coming in for you. The Judgment. This Judgment card feels like you, between this card and this card, all of them, you're kind of like shooting for this, like you're shooting for the sky. You're kind of got your arms in a certain position, and there's a sense of freedom and glory. Judgment card, it's almost like you're basking in the energy. So in April, perhaps what happened as well is that maybe something that you felt wasn't justified or wasn't in your favor. Something happens that gives you a satisfaction of being recognized or understanding and hearing from somewhere that you thought you had been mistreated or misjudged. Well, I think that gets reversed. The wheel is moving. So maybe as you are functioning in the mind and in the emotional section of your life, you get news of something where you felt that you were wronged, or you were mislooked at or overlooked, and judgment comes in and kind of gives you confirmation that you did have value, that you were capable, that maybe you were recognized and hadn't thought you were. But now you're feeling that recognition. You're being showered by it. And it feels great. And it really helps you in the month of April just to feel very, very satisfied with your life. You're feeling good and on top of things. You're feeling emotional connection, mental connection, and spiritual connection in April. That's a great thing. I mean, I feel like you're finding it through friends. A part of this is through friends. You know, friendships can really provide something so valuable and so important to our souls. Sometimes we don't need a partner. What we need is friends. They support us. They're like our family. And they love us unconditionally. And they provide something that a partner sometimes cannot provide. So I feel like something with your friendships really supports you in April. And you just feel supported, you feel recognized, you feel acknowledged. And you feel like something that people maybe people looked at you wrong at one point for some reason about something, maybe a ways back, has been completely cleared and off the books, if you will. And people are seeing that maybe it wasn't you who maybe misjudged or mislooked or overlooked at work or through friendships. Maybe conversations were had and somehow people were looking at you and you had nothing to do with it. But in April, you get your justice on some level. And the way people perceive you is like you're the upcoming next thing, almost on some level, you know, when it comes to friendships and work and you just feel whole. And I think people fuel you too with that by showering you with compliments, acknowledging you as a person. That's wonderful. Okay, we are going to get 3 cards. Let's see, I was drawing, but the other day they were just flying. So I'll give it a shot, but if not, I've been having some video problems, so let's pray that your video comes out. We're going to draw. Going to do 1, 2, and 3. This is going to be a little bit more about like your love life. Like how you're feeling about love. First card, the Fool. Four of Pentacles. And we have the Tower. So, what is going on here when it comes to love? We're feeling great about self. We're getting praise. We feel enlightened when it comes to us. Now, when it comes to love, what are we seeing here? We have the Fool. We see the energy of a person kind of walking, kind of like walking kind of not really seeing what's really there in front of them. They're maybe perhaps a little too open with their energy and could be vulnerable, right? This person is innocent, and this person is like hopeful, right? There's hope here. It says Fool card, but you could see that it's just more like of an innocent energy of a person who doesn't want to do harm. So let's keep going, and then we'll see how this works with love. Four of Pentacles. We have the Fool and the Four of Pentacles. It's almost like at one point you were so open with love, and maybe you felt like you weren't valued or respected in the relationship if you had one. If you had a relationship or have a relationship, it's almost like you don't okay, like you weren't valued and you weren't really sure where it was going. Four of Pentacles, I felt like at some point in the relationship, somebody was holding back what they shared. You know, so maybe if you were in a relationship with somebody, the other half didn't want to share, didn't want to give. And you came into this kind of open and kind of glossy-eyed and hopeful. But maybe what you got wasn't what you were handing out and giving out. I feel like somebody here wasn't giving in return to you. And then there was an ending that wasn't very nice. So I think for some of you out there, Libra, you had a difficult breakup in a relationship. And that breakup really traumatized you. That is for people that were in a relationship or ending a relationship. If they were talking about a marriage or a relationship that is existing today, I feel like you're hopeful that you can build something with your partner, although your partner seems to be not in the same place you are. They seem to be more closed and more reserved, and that doesn't have to be a bad thing. But if somebody here doesn't start to work and try to combine energy, try to be in interaction with the partner, then it could lead to a breakup. It could lead to a breakup. The Tower speaks about a big shakeup and a big change coming your way. Now, what's funny about this on some level is that this Tower when you read the cards together, the two sets, it's Judgment and the Tower. It's the Wheel and the Four of Pentacles. Movement. We have the Three of Cups and the Fool. It's almost like you have support from your friends, and perhaps it's you that kind of came into a relationship open-eyed and innocent. And it's you who comes out on top, though. The other person here doesn't seem to want to look eye to eye at you or share. So if you're in a relationship, I feel like You're looking for hope and answers. And they're looking down and looking at what they have and how to keep it. I think the Tower comes in and can really, this could be a big shakeup for you. But what's funny is as I look at the top cards again, I'm back to that. I feel like there's this release, this freedom. I don't know if you were happy or are happy in this relationship at all. I feel like you're pretty good on your own, and maybe that's why the friends come in here, the wingman, the bestie. I don't know if you're that happy in the situation or the relationship you're in. It almost feels like you want to be free. And maybe you just don't realize that. Maybe you haven't come to terms with that. And in April, something kind of sparks it. And you might even be the one that creates the Tower if you're in a relationship. It might be you that creates the Tower because you're ready to release and be free. Maybe you're done. Maybe you're just not happy with somebody that's withholding when you want somebody to give. Now, if you're single, I see that you are openly looking for partnership and you are hopeful. And I don't think, just because it says fool down here, I just don't even think of it as you being a fool at all. I see the hope and like that dream state of finding a relationship. This rose tells me here that you're looking for friendship, looking for love, looking for like your other mate, like your half. It's almost like you're surrendering yourself in this image. It's zero. You're starting from the beginning. And you're looking for love. Four of Pentacles. When I look at this card, if you're single, I feel like here it's a little bit different. I think here what you're doing is gathering and building what you call your life, your assets, your gifts, your skill sets, and almost like, you know, if you were like doing a dating website, you're kind of, you know, acknowledging what you're good at. Like, oh, you know, when you the things that you enjoy, the things that you like, the things that you value. So if you were almost like on a dating website, you might list like how can I explain it? I don't know why I'm bringing up a dating website. Maybe some of you guys are doing that. Four of Pentacles. I felt like you're listing off your assets, what you're good at, your qualities, the qualities that you have. That's what I was trying to say. And I feel like you're kind of checking all the boxes. Kind of is what I feel when I look at that Four of Pentacles. If you're single, I swear, that's what I feel. Like you're checking off these boxes saying, oh, I'm open-minded, or I speak two languages, whatever it is that you want to write. You know, I enjoy country music. I don't know. Things like this is what I'm feeling if you're single. Now the Tower card. To me, at this point, if you've been on your own, and I think you have been, the Tower card is coming in a different manner. It's kind of saying, be ready, be prepared, because I'm going to shake this up. The universe is changing the scale of this, changing the rules of what you thought relationship looked like for you. And they're going to throw you a major curveball. I think that what you think a relationship would look like is not what you're going to get. It's going to be different. And like, let's say you thought traditional, you know, marriage. Let's just say you thought marriage, and you're always, you know, Catholic marriage, Christian, whatever. it's not going to be that. You're going to completely get somebody different. And and it's really going to throw you off because it is so not what you thought you would be attracted to and even want. So I feel like that's kind of, if you're single, I feel like watch out. You're saying you want this, but I don't know if that's what you're going to get. You're going to get something completely different, and it's really going to throw you off. But if you're asking and looking for a partner, which I know you are, be ready. Because it's going to be something really different. This Tower card doesn't have to be something horrific. It can be something very earth-shattering, very different, very knocks you off your feet type vibe. And that's what I think is happening. Um, I feel like you feel alone sometimes in your quest of partnership, but I I'm not sure. I see great cards on top, so maybe this is a whole mix in April to May where things start to kind of come into place for you, and I believe that you can count on your friends, your bros, your coworkers, your bestie, maybe like your cousin, somebody that you're close to. You're going to have connection in April with these people, and those people are going to support you on your path of looking for partnership. As you're in this quest for partnership, you'll have yourself and these friends, these family members, these people to count on. Um, and again, I feel for if you're single, I feel like you don't even know what you're gonna get. You're gonna be, and the relationship is gonna look very different. It's not gonna feel traditional, and I think that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. I learned a couple years ago that relationships don't have to look like everybody else's. Your relationship can work for you however it works for you and the person you're with. If it works for you, don't worry about it. Don't worry about what other people think or what other people look like, because that's what they look like. They don't know your world and they don't know your relationship. And if it works for Libra, it works for Libra. Period. Now, let's see. I think we talked about the past kind of in love. We talked about single love, and I believe we talked about a relationship and maybe you wanting to change and shake this up and possibly look into, maybe you're going to move on. I don't feel it's the partner that wants to move on. I feel like it's you. The Fool tells me you're ready to start again, and all of a sudden you're feeling more confident. Maybe you've come to age, and what I mean by that is like you've hit this period, this part where you're like confident with yourself again, and you're like feeling good and having like support around you, starting to like yourself more. And I know we go through periods where we're like kind of lost, that we're not sure, but I think in April you really start feeling like you like yourself, and maybe you want partnership to look a certain way, and you just never know what you'll be attracted to. You never ever know. It's so crazy. Energy attracts energy. Visual is also so important, but boy, energetically, when you meet somebody and you're vibing it, it's so different. You'll learn to like the exterior as well. Okay, so let's see. That's what I'm feeling right now for Libra. I do feel this sense of empowerment, like you're in power mode when it comes to you. Relationship looks a little different, and maybe this is about you taking reins. If you're in a relationship, you take control of this relationship, and maybe maybe you sit back and watch what this other person's doing, and are they doing enough for you? Is it satisfying? Is it enough? And maybe if it's not, Maybe it's you that causes this change. Now, that that's I think what I wanted to say. Um, I feel that support from friends. I feel like you're in movement and like great personal growth, and I feel like you really get kind of noticed. I feel like you like somebody kind of thought something about you, like maybe you were more closed off or one way, and people are seeing that you're not, that you're a lot different than maybe what they thought you were like. You know what I mean? Like they didn't get to know you, and now people are really noticing you and they're supporting you. Some new people coming around you, and you feeling kind of cool, you know? Feeling kind of cool. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm Feel the Soul. Grateful to be one of your readers. And I want you to have a great April. And I hope this works out for you, the audio and the camera, because a lot of the videos are a little wacky. But this month's been wacky too. And please like this video, share it, or subscribe. And I will see you in May, Libra. Bye. That was like a shaky bye. How about like this? Bye.